Alright, welcome to the finals of GPA. Unfortunately, one of the finalists, and my opponent is Nyx, who is on Mono Black Midrange. So I am on Blue Red Polymorph, which is a deck that tries to play the tempo game until it can get off a 4-mana Polymorph and win the game from there. And I am on the play, which is nice for me because I am a deck that wants to be on play because it's playing turn 1 counter spells and stuff. So anyways, let's get this show on the road. And this hand is, well, I mean, it's certainly something. It does have Cosmic Sinkhole. It has Mystery of the Crashcraft. I mean, this hand's great if I ever draw into my second land, and it's horrible if I don't. I mean, that's pretty much true for all one landers, but in my deck specifically, I also have a bunch of cantrips, so I can still keep a one lander if I have cantrips in hand, but I can't keep a one lander if it doesn't, so I have to mulligan this. And well, this hand's pretty good. So I keep this, and then I bomb the Imagine, I think, because that's the least relevant cantrip. So I open up on Mystery of the Crashcraft, and I mean that's pretty good because I managed to get this thing down, and this thing will flip into Epsilon, which is a Young Pyromancer, and that's going to be really annoying for my opponent to deal with. If they turn 1 discard me, what do? They name low, and that means that's actually a decision for me because I can like prophecy the Seek Prophecy on the reveal. Actually, I'm just going to reveal the hand to them. Yeah, but like so prophecy means that I get the exile this card when it gets revealed. So if I do that, then Valdez will hit Rogar's Frenzy instead of Seek Prophecy. Well, I mean, Rogar's Frenzy is good because it deals with Profane Emissary, so I think I should just do this. Like, I don't need to protect Seek Prophecy, and especially since Seek Prophecy, if I Prophecy, it means that's 3 mana, so it's not even worth casting. Well, how convenient. I drew up Seek Prophecy off the top. Anyways, so I'm just going to attack here and hold up Rogar's Frenzy in case they play a Profane Emissary, so I can kill that end of turn and then immediately flip Mystery. And playing like this means that next turn I can play Seek Prophecy, and then try to find a land and also hold up Rogar's for the next turn. They know I have Rogar's in hand now, so they're probably reconsidering whether they want to jam the Profane Emissary. If they don't, then that's actually good for me because that means they're not playing on curve. So I managed to scare them into not playing on curve, and that means next turn I can Seek Prophecy and then try to hold up Rogar's. And for 3 drops, there's like only Kaijo's only 3 drop that doesn't get killed by Rogar's Frenzy, so I think I'm pretty happy if they wait. Okay, so Space Oddity. I'm going to double check how much instant speed removal they have main deck. Let me just open up their deck list. So for instant speed removal in the main deck, they literally have none. So yeah, the polymorph effect will be very safe if I do that. What do they even have for instant speed effects anyways in main deck? Basically nothing, right? Yep, so I'm basically completely safe during my turn. In that case, let's play Seek Prophecy and mark sorcery on this thing. Why are they doing it in response? Ah, they can do that. Right. Interesting. Well, I don't think I need a second polymorph effect, so I'm just going to discard True Form Revelation. And I'll see what I flip off this thing. Huh. That's not a land. That's really bad for me because now my shields are down. Well, I think I grab the second Seek Prophecy just to look for more stuff later on, or do I grab the second Rogar's? I think I grab Rogar's because there's a decent amount of stuff that Rogar does kill. So I mean, better than nothing. But yeah, I am looking for lands now. But at least Rogar lets me trade 1-for-1 with their creatures, so I can still survive for a bit. Like, I'm still in a decent position. If they jam their 3-drop, I'm probably fine. Like, I just kill it with Rogar's. So that flips Mystery of the Crashcraft. I think they're probably thinking about what thing they want to play. Also, if they play Bloodjade, it doesn't matter because I can't stop the ETB anyways. So I mean, if they play Bloodjade Prophet, it's pretty much a wash. They get the cards. I can't stop them from doing that. If they play Kaijo or Nyomo Wong, Nyomo Wong forces a mystery sack. That could be relevant. It leaves the alien alive, so at least there's that. If they play Auric Soulweaver, it just dies to Rogar's Frenzy. If they play Profane Emissary, I still get to kill that. If they play Profane Emissary, I think I will let them tutor on upkeep. I mean, they know I have Rogar's Frenzy, so I don't think there's actually a point in giving them an option, right? I'm not sure. Okay, they are going to play a 3-drop. Kaijo, the one that doesn't die to Rogar's Frenzy. Cool. That's actually completely fine because like it doesn't actually do much other than smack me for a bit until I find Alright, sure, I guess I'll take my next Seek Prophecy. Still no lands? Really? That's kind of frustrating. Now what? Because now they get to play stuff and I need to worry about that. How bad is Portal Factor for me? I can take Paul. Paul doesn't actually die to most things. Like, Paul dies to Cecilius pluses. That's pretty much it. If I take Portal Factor, is it going to be relevant anytime soon? I think I take Paul because it's the least bad if I keep getting mana screwed, right? Because if I take Portal Factor here, like, actually, how many lands have I? I've gone 7 cards deep with no lands. That's unfortunate. Anyways, so Portal Factor stops most things. Paul stops some things. I'm not sure what I'm talking about right now. Like, taking Paul means that, what am I committing to if I take Paul? It means that if I draw a land next turn, I play Paul, I plus Paul, it doesn't do much, right? Gives a target for Cecilius, but that's fine. And helps me find my next land. Yeah, I think I take Paul here. And then I just, well, I'm not blocking anyway, so I'll smack them for 1. And then I'll pass the turn. At least Kaijo doesn't actually hit any of my things right now. Also, I mentioned in a previous video about how Mono Black doesn't have great hard removal. Their biggest removal main board is Yomo Wang, which basically acts as a 3-mana edict. Although if they have random other stuff lying around, then they can sack that instead. But yeah, otherwise, like, they don't have good ways to remove time of tributes after it comes down. What am I even looking at? If I draw a land next turn, I think I just play out Paul. Well, the thing is, Kaido just kills Paul. Actually, I think I'm fine with Paul dying because they need to dedicate resources to kill Paul. Like, if I play Paul, I +1, try to find a land, and then if Paul dies, I just discard another Rogar's Frenzy to bring it back. Is that good for me? I don't know. Anyways, I take 3, and are they going to try to jam? They're going to Mirror Gate and try to mana screw me. Alright, well, that's actually a huge problem because now I am mana screwed off blue. So, yeah, hopefully I draw into the lands I need, because otherwise I am extremely screwed. Well, at least I can still Rogar's Frenzy even if I don't get anything, but that means that Profane Emissary. Okay, well, right, that thing's a demon, so I can't actually kill that. That's a problem. Alright, do I get what I need? Monkey Shines. Cool. That's 9 cards down and still no lands. What can I do? I can block Profane Emissary and then Rogar's Frenzy it. I think that's my best bet right now. And that will flip Mystery post-combat after Kaijo has already hit me. Yeah, I'm forced to let them draw, but like, how do I deal with the big thing? What was it called? How do I deal with the Jejune? I think I just lose to this because, yeah, I can't stop that from happening. What's my best bet right now? So they cast Jejune and then what? Still mana screwed right now. Well, if they Jejune, sacking Vaindrinkus Kabbalist, I can still make the play of blocking Profane Emissary and then Rogar's Frenzy in to at least get something off the board. Because I'm assuming they're going to Jejune using Vaindrinker. That still means I get whacked for 9, and that brings me down to 6, which means I'm dead to next swing. And I don't see nothing in my deck deals with Jejune at all. I guess technically Mystery, so Mystery flips. I need to Rogar's Frenzy face in order to make enough chumpers. They're not going to go for it. Interesting. Alright, I definitely chump here. So I take 4. Why are they playing around? Like, they know that I don't have counter spells because I'm mana screwed, right? Why are they not jamming Jejune? Now they're playing Bloodjade? Okay, sure. So how do I get myself out of this? Bloodjade will whack me for a bunch. Vaindrinker, like, actually I can still survive. Like, Mystery flips, so all I need to do now is draw land, draw blue producing land, play Monkey Shines, hold up Rogards, and then next turn draw Netherland and Space Oddity. And that wipes board enough for me to maybe possibly get back into the game. If they try to discard me, does that matter? They name high, I mean... Alright, so I guess I'm forced to try to find Space Oddity number 2. But like, this could be worse, so I don't really mind. Like, completely dead to the June next turn though, so I need to look for... please find me a land. Why is this... Okay, this is just ridiculous. How many cards down have I gone so far? At least 8? I don't know what the chances of this is, but yeah, this is certainly not very likely. I'll put it at that. So Epsilon dies if Kaijo connects. I mean, yeah, whatever. I just pass and hold up Rogar's Frenzy. That means I need to win 2 post-boarded games, which is bad for me because my opponent has way better post-board games than I do since they get to bring in all their instant speed removal and grave hate. Yep, there's the June. Can't prevent that from happening, so I have to let it happen. Okay, so what's my play here? They still have more stuff. Well, I mean, if they play something that's killable by Rogart's Frenzy, I'm just going to... They're going to kill that. Well, I mean, at least I get to make use of this. Like, at least Kaijo is not getting any value. So there's that, at least. I will be chumping Jejune, though. Because I can't afford to lose that much life. Or actually, can I? What's my win condition here? I know that I need to get True Form Revelation off somehow, because that's my only win con. If I take here, I go down to 2 and I die to Jejune no matter what, and there's no possible way I can True Form next turn, so I definitely chump here. I still die next turn, but maybe there's a way for me to survive. Hey, look, there's the land, finally. That took long enough. Okay, what am I even looking for here? No lands. I bombed both those guys. None of those cards saved me here. Here with you. Okay, so they give me cards and I die. Cool. Thank you very much, deck. Yeah, I just got extremely unfortunate draws. Okay, well, anyways. So that was really unfortunate. I got completely massacred. What do I... And post-board, the matchup doesn't get any better for me. Like, all I get to do is bring in Seer Flesh, board out by the sea, because my 1/1s are not attacking past their Profane Emissaries. And then now they have, like, instant speed removal, too. I need to worry about that. Okay, how much instant speed removal do I have to contend with? They have wrist splicing, Apraxia. That's so much instant speed removal to worry about. Okay, what do I need? I want Spell Pierces. I mean, I don't think I want to bring in Spell Pierce because, like, I don't want to be Spell Piercing turn 1 discard. That just feels tempo negative and bad. And I can Spell Pierce removal, but all their important stuff is not Spell Pierceable, and I don't want to be stuck with Spell Pierces in hand when they're dropping stuff like, when they're dropping 3 drops. Actually, is By the Sea actually good? Because nah. I'm just going to run this. Hope that works out. Actually, is Crest useful? I mean, Crest is good against Jejune and only Jejune. It also hits 3 drops, but cresting a 3 drop just doesn't feel like a winning move when I can just Seer Flesh them. So I'll just run this. And I need all the Void Flares so that I can kill the Profane Emissaries early. So I'm still on the play, and this hand, I mean, it does stuff. Yeah, I'll keep this. I'll try to use Seek Prophecy to find me a counter spell for 2, or a creature or something. And Nyx does seem to be mulliganing down at least. So now I'm worried about, like, how am I winning game 3 on the draw? Because if they turn 1 discard me, I am in a very bad position. However, I'll worry about it after I win game 2. They keep 6, cool. So anyways, starting off, Seek Prophecy, what do I find? I take Portal Factor here. I do wonder if I should have boarded out one of the... Okay, they pay up me. Sure. They can take True Form, and that's fine because I have some more True Forms in the back. They take Void Flare, and that... Oh, so that means they're holding Profane Emissary. Yeah, sure, I have Portal Factor. I can afford to let them try to hold a Profane Emissary on me. Cosmic Synco. Oh, nice. They don't know about this, so that means I get to pretty safely Seek Prophecy, try to find something. Mystery of the Crashcraft, Void Flare. Do I take Land, Mystery, or Void Flare? Well, I don't want to get screwed over like I did last game, but at the same time, like, let me think. So land here means that next turn I go Imagine, hold a Portal Factor. I think I keep the land. I take the land here. On the other hand, if I take Mystery of the Crashcraft, that means next turn I go, I can't possibly let their thing resolve, right? I think I'll take Flood Depth because that's the safest option. So I think they definitely know that I'm holding Cosmic Synco here because I wouldn't have made this play otherwise. They saw my entire hand. They know I have an Imagine that would be snapping off if I didn't have Cosmic Synco. They still might try jamming their Profane Emissary anyways because they have to. If they don't jam Profane Emissary, I'm pretty happy because that means I managed to get them off curve. They could have something like Wrong Forgotten right now, and they're playing around Cosmic Synco, or they're going to try to snag my. Oh, do I? Yeah, I have to. All right, sure. Get to see my Cosmics. Oh, actually, no. I get to discard Imagine if I want to. Is that better than discarding Cosmic Synco here? Actually, yeah, it is, because that means I get to do Synco plus Portal Factor. And I can afford to wait, because I just need to find a creature, and then that lets me get my True Form off. So they know I'm holding 2 counter spells, and they don't have anything on board. So that's a really good situation for me, because I mean, like, counter spells will be constantly at the back of their minds. So what am I looking for? I need to find either some creature maker, token makers, or some instant speed draw. We're going to keep playing around stuff. Cool, that's good for me. Sear Flesh. Okay, so unfortunately that means that I don't get to do anything. I'll end of turn fetch Ares Speller, or should I? I should probably fetch a red source, honestly. Fang Drinker Kabbalist. I want to make them pay for it. Like I can do Cosmic Pearl, and that's really bad for me. Yeah, I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm not gonna do that. That's just a super losing play. They pass. Alright, do I end up turn fetch Ares Pillar? Nah, I might need red sources. Monkey Shines. Cool. If Monkey Shines finds me my land, I'm really happy. So I think I definitely play this. I should have done this Oh, nice. Yeah, so that's 2 lands though, which... Oh, I can just take Magmag Torrent and shuffle. Yeah, that's really good for me. Actually, do I take Nebula just so I can name 3 colors? Or, I mean, I can name an off color? So what, I fetch Island... No, that means I no longer have Wanderlust enabled. So I know I need to kill Vein Drinkers here. So that's a Sear Flesh, and then they get 4 mana. The 4 mana means that... Actually, no, I just take... Yeah, I take Magmag Torrent, and then I get to Wanderlust the Portal Factor, which will counter Profane Emissary for sure. But then that means I'm fetching Crystal Caravans off this, and which means I'm taking some extra life that I don't need to. Fine. I'll do it like this. Yeah, sure. I did play a land. I haven't played a land this turn, right? So I still have a land play remaining, so I can still do this. Yeah, I am forced to make this play. But now I just need to look for now I just need to look for like a creature, a token maker, so that true form becomes live. You can also just be holding a bunch of instant speed removal in hand, and that's why they're not doing anything super scary. In which case now I need to contend with instant speed removal. Oh, they're away. Okay, I guess I'll wait. Alright, my opponent's back. They can try to jam. If they jam Cecilius, that's really good for me. If they jam Profane Emissary, they can do that. Yeah, that does play around counter spells really nicely. Unfortunately, I don't have a threat on board that lets me proactively prevent them from doing this. I'll fetch now, because I need to fetch now. I'll get out all my things. Alright, please get me into a threat. Now I'm drawing on my lands. Wow, that's unfortunate. Okay, so what do I need to top deck into a creature and then polymorph it right away. And if they keep tapping out like this, then that gives the opportunity for that to happen. So I'm looking for Mystery of the Crashcraft off the top. If they activate Swarming Midden every turn, I think well, it's not the fastest clock in the world, so I think I still have a chance. I just need them to not be holding Portal Factor. And what? Do I want to fetch now? Nah. True form, more true forms. That's not good. Alright, what's my plan now? I just need to keep waiting. And now they have enough mana to attack, and well, if they get anywhere near lethal, I need to true form their land, and then that's not good for me, but well, I mean, that's what I signed up for when I played this deck. Sometimes you just get draws like this where none of your cards do anything, because my opponent has a threat in play that I can't counter. So what, they whack me for 4 next, so they can whack me down to 7, and then so they kill me in 3 turns with the Swarming Middens. Actually, having these things is also really annoying for me, because now Time of Tributes isn't doing as much. I think I'm really regretting not taking the Mystery of the Crashcraft off that one Seek Prophecy, but at the same time, it's not like I was just trying to play it safe by making sure that I drew all my lands. Okay, they're good. They're not attacking with Swarming Midden. They're going to try to actually jam something, and I'll be able to counter it. Use 2 counter spells to hit this. Yes, it's very much worth it, because my only win con is to get them to tap out. I waste 2 counter spells on it though, because that feels bad, but at the same time, like, if they have a instant speed removal in hand, they won't be tapping out for this. Yep, they have instant speed removal in hand. They're definitely playing around they know how to play around this deck. Well, anyways, no point in not fetching Ares Pillar right now. I mean, it's pretty much free. So basically, I'm hoping for Mystery of the Crashcraft off the top. Seriously. I mean, Ares Pillar does block, I guess, so it taps me out, but these guys still have Menace, so whatever. Can I even play Nebula here? Can I afford to play Nebula? Because that thing quickens my clock by a bit. I'll save it for when I'm actually in trouble, I guess. Right? I guess if I play Nebula, I also get to hold a Portal Factor in addition to activating Ares Pillar. Ares Pillar prevents 2 damage, so I take 1, 2, 3, 7, 4. I die next turn. If I don't do if I don't play Nebula, Ares Pillar blocks, take 3, and then take gun to 6, and then that actually lets me survive for one more turn. Okay, it might be worth it. I think it's probably worth it to not play Nebula. They can kill Ares Pillar if they use Anapraxias and they have enough lands. We're going to animate Swarming Midden, and yeah, I'm kind of forced to tap out here to block one of the rats. If they want to kill Ares Pillar, then feel free, because that does tap them out, and that gives me like an out. Like Mystery of the Crashcraft is still an out for me. I'm still really hoping for Mystery off the top, because that's my only out. Do I have any other random token makers? No, it's just Mystery of the Crashcraft. I guess technically there's also Here With You, which draws me 3 or 4 cards, which probably finds me a token maker. They're not going to kill it. Yep, they're absolutely terrified of the Polymorph. Okay, seriously. I don't know what's going on with my draws, but last game I got 0 lands, and this game I'm getting all the lands. I might be using do I want to use True Form on their Swarming Midden? Because that's like, that's really annoying. Actually, why am I not playing? After this GP, I'm going to try to build a version of Polymorph that uses black, because Swarming Midden is really good at making tokens as a land. But yeah, now I just need to play Mag Torrent and pass, I guess. Maybe I should have boarded out. Yeah, I should have boarded out one of the True Forms, because this is what happens when you're playing against a deck and you get too many True Forms in hand. Oh, I just die here? Not yet, but okay, I actually can't prevent this from happening, because if I animate here, this thing just straight dies, right? Yeah, I need it to happen. Well, what am I hoping for now? Still hoping for Mystery of the Crashcraft off the top. But at least now that means what? So they whack me down to 2, so Nebula becomes useless. Do I True Form their Swarming Midden just to make me not die? Like, what's the worst thing they can flip into, right? And at this point, it doesn't really matter what they flip into, because I just need to draw what I need, otherwise I die. And I guess it's also on me for not taking Void Flare when I could have earlier. I didn't realize that I needed to save Void Flare for Swarming Midden so that this beatdown doesn't happen. Would I even take Void Flare over? Or what I take over Void Flare? I think it was like one of the counter spells. So yeah, now I'm really regretting that. Activate Swarming Midden again. And am I forced to polymorph that? Like, so what's my plan here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 mana next turn. Possibly 7 mana. If I have 7 mana, I can top deck the thing I need. Yeah, feels bad, but I think I have to do this. So you True Form the Swarming Midden. Let's see what you flip into. Hey, that's the least bad thing that they could have flipped into, so at least I'm happy about that. I'm still dead next turn, but at least I get to play out Nebula if I get the token maker I need. So let's see, Paul is also usable, I guess. I'm going to fetch now so that I don't draw anything that I don't want to draw. Alright, so token maker off the top. Well, I mean, this could still find me a token maker off the top. So like, if they don't have removal in hand, which I doubt, because the fact that they actually held up stuff means that they probably have removal. Hey, look, wow, is this game taunting me? Seriously, this is certainly something. I would have loved these guys a lot earlier. Like, would have been great if this was off the top instead of here, because now I don't even get to pull up Portal Factor for it. Oh, anyways, so I guess I play out Mystery, and then what? They have removal. They have removal I can't play around because I didn't bring in Spell Pierce. How do I beat Anapraxias? Well, I mean, I have to play out Mystery here, and then I just hold up True Form and hope nothing bad happens. I can't really afford to. Actually, can I afford to wait? Because if they swing out with everything, I just die, right? So everything in this game this game feels totally winnable if just one of the turns went better for me. But now I need to contend with Portal Factor will always counter Anapraxias, but the problem is that they just kill me. Oh, actually no. No, they untap with the Ares player and they still hold up the. Okay, is there any other way I can play around this? So they swing with everything. I chump. No, I actually can't get out of this because Swarming Midden. I can't chump Swarming Midden, so I always die to whatever they have. So I need to do it now and hope they don't have a removal spell, but they do because they're definitely holding one. On. Is there any out for me? Not really. Will they be tapped out any lower if I... No, like if I True Form the Swarming Midden earlier, this would actually be this wouldn't have happened because then I would actually have mana to do stuff, or I would have life to play around with. The fact that this just happened in this order, it just makes things not work out. Alright, what? Okay, so let me think. Basically, there's no way to win if they have removal in hand, therefore I should not play around removal in hand. Yep, alright, yeah, show me the removal spell. Darn. This game was really unfortunate for me. Well, I guess I managed to finally lose in the finals. Man, this was tilting. Got really bad. Got really unfortunate draws both games. Well, I mean, the second game, I guess the second game was mostly my fault because I didn't really consider using that the Swarm Middens would be a big threat, so this didn't work out. But yeah, this definitely, I mean, this shows that the deck definitely has weaknesses where it just gets the wrong half of the deck. I mean, that's true for every deck, but the fact that this deck performs so well, like, definitely shows that it definitely, like, it had ways to win. Anyways, so that was my GPA run. Kind of unfortunate that it ended like this, but whatever, I got to the finals. I can't be too salty. And yeah, so there we go. Guess see you next GP. Maybe I'll be running this deck again.